vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always has a point when it's time for debate. Ohm.My.Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. PoonSauce Mcnasty got his eyes on the news, got his ear to the streets, and he's down for his crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average, quick with the wit, his name Vaper Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames, and too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel every Monday on the Clown Vapes channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. Vaping with the Ohmies. Vaping with the Ohmies.
Still getting this shit down. All right. What's up, guys? Here we are for Vaping with the Ohmies. Once again, it is Monday, starting off your week right. Yeah, we got our special guest down there, Mr. Texas Cloudtown.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Jay?
All the way from like maybe 20 minutes away from me?
About 30.
30.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, anything in Texas takes forever, but even then, like, that's why you start saying, "Oh, it's only 4 or 5 hours. Nobody cares." Yeah. Not that big a deal. All right. So, we're gonna start off with the buffet. What are you vaping on, Mr. Frames Janklin?
So for today's buffet, I've got quite a few setups today, guys. I think we all have quite the buffet tonight. First off, you guys seeing this on the Ohmies cloud check on Facebook. I did 2 different cloud checks today because I forgot to do one for the Ohmies group, so I did a second one, and I was rocking my LE Green Dreamer that came in. Of course, I got the Ultim button, solid silver dead goat on top. Inside of that, some of that butter cookie by Sad Boy. I know, Jay, you finally picked some of this stuff up, and it is banging. Loving that. Also, just put up the review for this thing today, guys. That new Keen Constant Contact mod from Stan Tenacious TX Vape, Times Vape, Axial on top. Of course, Blizzard Chop Top. This is probably one of my new favorites as well. I picked up quite a few banging tips while I was at NVE. Inside of that, my all-time favorite right now, guys, that Overdrip Custard. I literally finished off my other bottle and cracked into the second one I had, and it's already starting to go quick. So, Overdrip, if you're watching, bro, I need more. Also, Warlock's Guardian, DNA 250C with that profile Unity on top. Got a TAC 5 drip tip from District 5 on top. Inside of this, I have some Beautiful Disaster by Transistor. Loving this stuff. Also, what else do I got going on here? I've got my Warlock's Hammer with the Serpent Elevate, which is what I'm going to be reviewing on Wednesday. So if you guys want to see my review on that, that'll be going up. And then inside of that, I've got some Turkish Harvest. And last but not least, that Bennett Tools Custom Squarius XL with those green Juma doors, basic 1.1 Chiquita DHD tip. Inside of this, I've got some Lime Time by Sickwid. Sickwid. It's that lime soda, and this stuff's really good. And kicking it with my pod system, got the Orion Q today. And that's got some vanilla custard, 12 milligram. And
Nice.
I'm going to pass it off to our lovely guest, Texas Cloudtown. What are you vaping on today, Jay?
So today I got the Ardent on top of the Warlock's Hammer by the Gathering Vapor. And inside that I got some Strawberry Cookie Jam by Sad Boy. Next, I got the Axial on top of the Revenant Cartel with some Shamrock Cookie Sad Boy. After that, I got my Kennedy Vindicator 21 with the Dead Goat on top with some Unicorn Tears from Sad Boy. And then I got the M Turk with the same Dreamer as James over there.
Yeah, buddy.
And inside that, I got the Pumpkin Cookie from Sad Boy. And then I got the Orion Q with some Mint Me from Mr. Clown down there.
Ooh.
I was about to say, are you feeling sad or something today? What the hell?
Hey, I got a whole shipment of Sad Boy in, and I was excited, and I've been just trying everything I could right now.
Awesome.
Let's see. Let's take it on down there to Dan.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello. I have Warlock's Hammer, M-Turk V2, Chop Top, with that superb from J-Bo. This is, I think, Strawberry Peach. Pretty good. I just rewicked. Only taken like 5 or 6 toots off it so far, but so far pretty good. I have my new piece, the Slam piece.
Well, would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Just look at it.
Yeah, you need a matching cap for that, bro.
I know. We're talking. In that, I also have, because this juice is in both of these, Monarch, that's Vic, with the gear RTA on top. And in both of those, I have this beautiful stuff, Lemon Phrase by La Banger. I got this off of my boy Chase from OPMH Strawberry Lemonade. It is delicious. I have my Sammy Nitro setup, my Red Dreamer with the Unity on top, with that DHD chop top, with Karango in there from Transistor. And then last, I have my Unicorn, total matchy setup, all that good stuff, with another one from OPMH, the Real Deal Custard Original. So, yeah,
Nice.
Everything I have, I'm loving every juice in there. I'm kind of starting to switch from my winter flavors to my spring and summer flavors. So I have a feeling in the next couple of weeks, everything's going to be fruity or lemonade or something like that. So that's what I got. Porn Stash McPowerbottom.
Who's that?
Your turn, sir.
I don't know who that is. So okay. Let's see. What do I got? I got my Death Wish Evil Twin stack. Looking all matchy, perfect on there. Inside of there, I got some Drip This Blue Raz. And then I got my Lazy Vapor DNA 75C single 21700 with the Alliance Tech Evo Flav 24 on top of there. And inside of that, I got a little bit left of my Hometown Hero apple cream custard. And then I got my buddy Tormund hanging out, just rocking out, with Recoil Rebel on top of there, DHD tip. And inside of there, I got, of course, Karango. Good stuff. Awesome stuff. Can't get enough of it. And then, final, got my Zero with some Daldime Clove in there. 12 milligram to be exact. And that's it for me. What do you got there, Clowny Poop?
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know why I feel like saying that every time. Hello.
Hello.
You guys ever watch Salad Fingers back in the day?
Dude.
I feel like I have
Yeah.
before.
He's all like, hello. All right. First, I got the Warlock's Guardian Axial on top, DHD drip tip.
Dude,
so
matchy match game on point, bro.
So happy. In that, I got Nightshade, or what's left of Nightshade, because look at that.
Because that shit's banging.
I know. I told him I might need a 120 next time.
Dude, I got 300 mils chilling right here, bro.
You just dipping your RDAs in there?
Oh, dude, I literally told him at the Stooge house he should have just fucking poured it in like a bowl, and I would just come by and just dip my RDA in it.
That'd have been dope. All right, next I got a Blue Sin in the Ardent LE combo, the most beaten up LE of all existence. Because can you see that?
Dude, mine's got a couple little blemishes on it too now,
Yeah,
bro.
mine is just destroyed. I showed it to Stan when we went to San Antonio, and he's like, "What the hell did you do to it?"
Threw it down a hill.
Yeah, pretty much. And I got the Dull Dime Twisted Messes, other DHD Chop Top. No, that's that Money Dough Trickster.
Very nice.
That Deep Cut Psycho Cruller.
Ooh.
that I think this is bottle 7. Just letting you guys know that's how much I like it. Then I got the Hammer Goon DHD, and in that I got the Overdrip Custy. I've been trying to like keep myself from finishing it.
Dude, it's so good though, right?
It is, dude. It is.
It's so good.
And then lastly, Apocalypse 25 Keen, getting all tarnished again because trying to keep this crap polished is a pain in the ass.
Looks good though, bro.
Yeah, and in that I got the Turkish Harvest. So
Yes.
yeah, you wanna do some shout outs to our fine people out there?
Some shouty shout outs. First one in the chat, my man, Breeze Tones. Pound it, brother. Of course, guys, make sure you make your way over to Vape Malone's channel after this at 6:30. Go hang out with not only Vape Malone, but Breeze Tones, of course. That's at 6:30 on their channel. So much love to those guys. Shout outs to my man, AO Vapes. Pound it. Of course, we've got Mark Clough in the house, the Gathering Vapor, man responsible for the Warlock mods, the hammers, guardians, daggers, flasks, all that good stuff. Go check him out on Facebook, the Gathering Vapor Lounge. We've got our lovely moderators, Frank Freaking Wolf, Erica Vapes, Livia Lee are in the house. We got my man, my boy, Sean Typhon, my co-host for the Green Room. What's going on, brother? We got Vaping Miner in the house. What's up, Miner? Dude, he's got like the full collection of Vindicators right now, dude, and I'm pretty jealous.
Oh yeah, he's the Vindicator guy.
Yeah, he's the Vindy King. We've got Connie Fellows in the house as well. You guys know we got to shout out Connie whenever we see her in the chat because we absolutely love her. Go follow her on Instagram. Check out all of her amazing advocacy posts that she puts up. We got Vape and Irish in the house. Always great to see you hanging out in the chat, my dude. And who else we got here? We got Phil Vapes 21 in the house. And last but not least, we're going to shout out Miss Michelle Lynn Dull Dime herself. Absolutely love you, Michelle. And that being said, I'll pass it back to you, Clam.
All right, so let's go on to our favorite segment, the only segment we look forward to. What's in the news?
That's a damn lie. That is a
Just take the credit, you asshole.
Just
hey,
go with
hey, watch your fucking mouth, okay? Jesus.
Oh, hey now.
You're
There's
a rock
children
star?
present.
There's
There's children present. Dan just walked back in. There's children present. He had to change his own underwear for the
Do I
first
need to
time
put you
ever.
two in the corner? Do you need a timeout?
I already had my
Nobody
timeout.
puts baby in a corner.
I'll walk away for 5 seconds, and you children can't keep your shit together.
Hey,
Go get the Nerf gun, Dan.
Grandpa,
Okay.
Grandpa
Okay.
Dan
Going down.
laying it down.
time for some news. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Don't ever.
I
let
don't
me
either.
again.
He does
Okay,
one live
so
by
we-
himself. Look at him.
I'm not. Am I alive by myself? No, I'm not. Okay. So this lovely segment is sponsored but not sponsored by BakedNews.com. Shout out to them. They're awesome people. Make great articles. Okay, what we got here today is this was uploaded 15 hours ago by Mr. John Castle. And the pharmacy chain, I don't know if they're more down south, I would say, called Rite Aid has now decided to discontinue selling vapor products in their facilities, which is very interesting because they don't want to get rid of them right away. What they're saying on this article is they're not going to get rid of them right away. They're going to start phasing them out over the next 90 days. So it's just not being pulled off the shelves immediately. But of course, they're getting rid of vapor products, but they're not getting rid of tobacco products. AKA they're going to still be selling combustion cigarettes. So
That
I don't know
sounds
how that
sketchy.
makes sense. I mean, I'm all for stores that are not vape shops that had vapor products in there, not selling them, because that's, of course, that's where all the underage selling happens pretty much. I would say at least 95% of the underage selling happens in shops that are not vape shops. So what the Rite Aid chief operation officer, Brian Everett, said, this quote, which is very interesting, was, while many feel these products are beneficial to those of legal age who are trying to quit the use of tobacco, we have made the decisions to remove all electronic cigarettes and vaping products from our offering at Rite Aid stores. So I guess he's kind of trying to say, like, there are people saying out there that these are beneficial to public health, of course, and he feels that until the underage thing is figured out, or I wouldn't be surprised if they just stop carrying it altogether.
One point I want to make real quick too, Corey, is literally right under that little quote that you read. It says, "This poses an interesting question and a potentially a troubling public perception dilemma. If Rite Aid feels confident that it can consistently prevent underage consumers from purchasing traditional tobacco, then why would it not apply to the same for those purchasing vapor products?" It's like, okay, so you think you're okay with not selling cigarettes to underage people, but what makes it any different than vaping?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna take vaping out, you might as well take the traditional tobacco out as well, because it's the same thing,
and it's
the same reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's something that just comes off so sketchy. A lot of the time, these like anti-vapor groups don't ever look at smoking. Dan, over the weekend posted that thing of these new vapor laws that are coming out are actually deferring kids back to cigarettes.
Yeah.
And
An interesting thing is
Side note on that, Angela corrected me on that. That was from like a year ago. I actually went back and looked at the date.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna stop selling vapor products, I might have missed it. Sorry, I had to step away. I have a small child that I need to make sure is comfortable and not, cutting his fingers off or anything. So, what was it? Is it Rite Aid or CVS or something got rid of all of tobacco? They got rid of all the tobacco.
Vapor.
What one? No, they're they're phasing out all vapor products.
But which was it? CVS or something that got rid of everything?
Yeah,
CVS is everything.
Okay, they got rid of everything. That's cool. You got rid of vapor, but you also got rid of tobacco.
Yeah.
So now it's Rite Aid that's only getting rid of vapor, but you can still go get your cancer there.
Yeah.
That's
An interesting thing
messed
is
up.
right when the Rite Aid announced this, former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb offered a little bit of insight to this question in the CNBC interview, which, as is quoted here, it's hard for a convenience store to let go of tobacco. This is not exactly a profile in courage. They are not exactly good in a corporate compliance standpoint of keeping traditional tobacco products out of the hands of kids. So pretty much Gottlieb knows.
That's a convenience store though, right?
It's pretty much, I would say, consider it like a Walgreens / CVS.
Yeah, even though they're drugstore convenience store, because you could pretty much go there and get the same thing that you would get at a convenience store, plus having a drugstore attached.
Which is very interesting too, because Gottlieb's coming out here and saying that this is one of the kind of convenience stores they had their eye on for selling to underage people. So, which proves conveniently just makes me stronger with my standpoint of vapor products being only sold in vape shops. I feel like the vape shops should be more readily out there for the consumer to have the opportunity to get their stuff. And like, I wish there were some vape shops out there that had the conveniency of gas stations to where they can go in there, get their stuff, and leave. It's like if they had like a vape shop connected to a gas station or something like that, to where that kind of thing like that. So where you can keep it readily available to the mass market that are just in it to quit cigarettes and not in it for the hobbyist end like we are. So that's what I feel about that. And I know probably you guys could either agree or might have a little bit of disagreement on that.
It's still the whole idea of, if you're going to do something, make it all encompassing. What the fuck shit is that,
Yeah, because there's no need in just taking out just vapor products, because then they're going to come in there. The kids are going to get, like Dan was saying, that it's the same thing that happened a year ago, like you posted. They're just going to
resort back to the combustibles.
And then, I mean, honestly, it's even cheaper. So as a teen not having a lot of money, what's the first thing they're going to do is find something that's cheaper and find a way to get nicotine if they are hooked on it already. So, I mean, they're going to go back to cigarettes, and it's honestly cheaper, but you're going to smell like it. So it'd be easier to get caught.
Yeah. So
got away with it throughout high school and junior high. So just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I seriously am that old.
Yeah. People are going to find ways to get a hold of it no matter what. That's just how the world works.
Yeah,
that's what I got. Why don't we
All right, so
We
we're
have a
gonna
lovely
move.
guest here.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our lovely guest, Vaping with the Ohmies, sponsored by IVC. Go check them out for e-liquids and other things. Mr. Dan.
Dan, is there a coupon? Isn't there a coupon code we have?
We have a coupon code. You want to tell them it, Dan?
Coupon code at independentvaporcompany.com. Ohmies20 will get you 20% off all e-liquid.
Ohmies 20.
First, guys.
Ohmies20. Go
20.
take advantage of the discount.
Do it.
Also,
Parade maker.
Parade Maker for the win. Also, go join the Independent Vapor Company Facebook group. We're doing a bottle away giveaway per the pay $1, you know what I mean, FDA stuff. We've been doing it every day, and we will continue to do it every day for the rest of the year. And they're simple questions, man. I put one up yesterday: pie or cake? Just put you like pie or cake in the description, or in the comments, and the next day I'll pick a winner.
The
It's
winner's
super
gonna be
simple.
a cake guy. I know it.
Also,
Eric. Yeah. Actually, it was a pie guy.
It
You're
was
welcome.
a pie guy, really.
Yeah.
Also, a quick reminder to you guys, make sure you guys go subscribe to the new Vaping with the Ohmies channel, because like we were saying, starting next month, that's where you're going to find every Ohmies episode every Monday on the Vaping with the Ohmies channel. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell. And like we said, our first show will be next month on that.
May 6th will be the first show on Vaping with the Ohmies YouTube channel.
And you guys are not going to want to miss this one.
Talk of a possible 1-year anniversary thing as well. Not 100%, but who
We're
knows?
working out some things.
We're working it out. We got some plans for you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, let's take it down to Mr. Texas Cloud Town. Let us know a little bit about yourself. How'd you get vaping and all that kind of situation?
So what's up, guys? I'm Jay, Texas Cloud Town over there on YouTube and on Instagram. So pretty much I started vaping a while back. I was dipping a lot. So I wasn't really a smoker. I was a dipper. And I was dipping in high school, started off my sophomore, junior year in the baseball bus. Just
Yep, that's how it
I was
started.
going to ask, baseball player?
Yep.
coaches were doing it, so it's not like they were going to smell it because they already had it. So we're like, all right, screw it, we'll just do it. So we started all doing it, and then I did that pretty much the rest of the time through high school and about 2 years after high school. And someone at a party had a little ego pen with a little cartomizer on it. I think is like the little VV whatever Novas. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I want to try it. So I tried it, and I went down to Pantego, and that was like the only vapor store around. Yeah, it was pretty much like that. And I went down there, and I picked one up, and then I got into Cardo tanks, and I was around whenever there was like the sub-ohm tanks just coming out, whenever like Chiyus and everything were huge, and turtle ships. So, I mean, I've been through a lot of the different phases. And
You've
then
been in the game for a minute then, huh?
Yeah, it's
Been around longer than me.
2013, somewhere around there.
All right.
I mean, it's been a while. Actually, I went back and I looked at my Twitter, and I saw my first post of, I got myself an electronic cigarette. And that was like one of my posts I put on there. I was like, it's been almost, I think right now it's been almost like 6 years. So, I mean, it's been a while.
That's awesome. Though, man.
Nice.
Yeah, and then so I was vaping for a while, and then I eventually got off of it. And I was like, you know what? I don't need any kind of nicotine. I'm good. I should be fine. And then I got put into a more stressful job title, supervising and stuff, and stress comes with it. So I eventually started getting the bad habits, and I eventually actually started smoking and dipping. And I don't know how I got to smoking, but somehow I got to smoking and dipping. And then I was like, I did that for about 2 months, 3 months, and then I just said, you know what? Screw this. I need to get back onto vaping. And I got with one of my buddies who actually, I just got him back onto vaping, and pretty much been vaping ever since then. It's been about 2 years since I've been back vaping. And whenever I started vaping again, I noticed all these new rules and regulations coming into place and all these new different things. And I was like, wait, what's going on? I'd go up to the vapor store, and they're like, oh, you can't do this. We can't give you this. You can't try this. And I was just like, man, these are crazy. So I really got big into the advocacy stuff these last couple of years, because it's just something that's really killing not just the industry itself, but the people who put their whole life savings into a brick and mortar store. Like my local people, they're not rich people. They didn't have someone come out there and buy it for them. They put all their earnings that they've had. And one of them actually worked 2 jobs. He worked there, and then at night he would go work somewhere else to make sure he'd keep the store up and running. And I really just wanted to start to do stuff like that to make sure I can try to keep stores like them open, because I mean they're just nice, friendly people, and I want to make sure I can do whatever I can to try to help them out and help all the other people who have brick and mortar stores. But yeah,
that's awesome. So I got a question for you. What is like one of your favorite, like what's your favorite vape style? Like, are you a mech guy? Are you like a regulated guy? Do you like drippers, RTAs? Like what's like your avenue when you, like if you're looking for something online, or you know, you're going into a shop, what are you looking to grab?
So not that long ago, I was really big into RTAs, and I picked up the gear. I got the Kalen 2, the Creed, what's the other one? The Zeus. I had a bunch of those, and then, but before that, like this is when I started vaping again. But before that, I was big into drippers, and me and my buddies, like we'd go over to the house, and we had like spools of Kanthal wire, and we'd go over there and we would braid it, or we would twist wire, and we were trying to do stuff before like all the Claptons and everything came out. And we would sit there, we'd watch a Rip Trippers video or someone else, Grim Green, and we would be like, oh, okay, let's try that build. And man, honestly, since then, from vaping when I first started, and now I'm a mech and an RDA person. That's all I mainly run is RDAs. Every now and then I'll throw in a tank if I know I have like a long drive or something, but mainly mech and an RDA on there.
Very nice.
Awesome.
So, of course, I know about it because I've been on it, but you do these weekend wisdom streams on the weekends, and you know they're all advocacy based, and you bring people in and stuff like that. And of course, if any of you guys out there have not seen the weekend wisdom streams on the weekends, make sure you guys go subscribe and check them out, because they're great shows. Like me and Sean came on a couple weeks ago with you, and we literally had a really great, you know, conversation. It wasn't a discussion or a debate or anything like that. We all were just sitting there talking, telling, you know, giving you our points of views, and, you know, hearing each other out. You know, there's a few times we all didn't necessarily agree on certain things, but at the end of the day, we were still able to have that conversation and, you know, just get it out there and be respectful to each other. And I think that's one great thing I loved about being on your show, man, was just having that open forum to just talk, you know, with fellow vapors, you know, colleagues per se, and just have a conversation like that was awesome, man.
Yeah, I've had almost everyone on there besides Dan, and I just like to get as many people on there because I can sit there and speak my opinion every time, but I like to have it because I can have it to where I have more than one opinion, and it helps it out because it's kind of like a review. Whenever you review something, I might say this is good, James might say it's bad, Corey might say it's good, and then Clown might say it's amazing. So, I mean, I like to have it like that because you're not having to go to 3 different channels to search for something. You're on one channel getting 3 different opinions or 2 different opinions. And that's one of the big reasons why I want to start it. And once I started getting more into it and I started being able to do the lives and stuff, it got a little bit more fun because I can get more people on there, and you can get more opinions out there.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
It always helps with getting that second opinion in there, because I feel like if you're just talking about the same thing over and over, you kind of can, it sparks different conversations too when you're talking to somebody else about, like, you could be talking about the same thing one week, talk about the same thing again the week after, and then it'll spark up the different conversation each week.
Yeah, you get a different point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I always say, you know, trying to get different people's perspectives, especially like in this show, we are from all over the country. And when Aziz is here, we're from all over the world. And we've even had people from the UK on before and things like that. And I mean, on Wolfbite, we had somebody from Australia, and their experiences with how they're dealing with advocacy, what vaping has become for them and all kind of thing. It does change greatly depending on your geographical spot, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing I want to start trying to do is not really branch out from, I want to start branching out not just from the US, but to other places in the world to start seeing what they're going through. Because I mean, you see it on paper, but whenever you have someone like actually on a show like y'all did on Wolfbite and y'all have had on the Ohmies, you get to actually hear what's going on from someone's mouth and feel like their pain of what they have to do just to be able to vape.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy, like some of the stuff.
A lot of people, like, the UK might be having things good. I mean, they're going through their own things with like the TPD and all that, different regulations starting with that. But then how you look at Southern Australia right now, which is in like a vaping panic.
Oh yeah,
because of how bad it is down there. We think we have it bad. Look what they have. They can't even get nicotine in their juices. Yeah. That's insane. We can easily, like, I feel like we're so lucky still. We should still be counting our stars that we can actually go online or go to a brick and mortar and buy liquid with nicotine in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. And just like how they think nicotine's like, was it a class 2 drug or something like that? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's up there, man.
Oh yeah, and I mean that's something we need to stay vigilant on and fight, because what's to say that's not going to be us tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
At least my opinions on that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Can never stop fighting.
Nope.
So Jay, I got a question for you here. So what would you say? Okay, so you started vaping like 6 years ago. What flavor did you start vaping with? What was your first flavor that got you thinking I can stop?
It's actually a flavor from a brick and mortar, because I had no clue that there was juices out there like this, like Sad Boy and stuff, and like the first juice that they actually got in the store that wasn't made there was Naked and Candy King. So I mean, I had no clue about those juices until later on.
Yeah.
And so my first juice, all my juices were through them in their store. And me and my buddies, we would sit up there and we would actually just sit up there and try to make juices with them. Like, oh, hey, try this in there and that in there. And we helped them make like 20, 30 juices or liquids. Sorry about that. But we would help them with all of that. And then so my first liquid that actually got me off of dipping and smoking and everything, and the one I actually went back to whenever I actually started dipping again, was this juice called Drops of Jupiter. And I don't know how to explain it. He'll never tell me what's in it, but it's just a cluster of flavors, and they all kind of just mash together, and you get different inhales, exhales, and then when you put it on something else, you get something else. And I'm actually going to I talked to them, and we're going to send a bottle to Grim Green to do a juice tasting with it, or a liquid tasting with it. So I mean, that's one of my first ones, was Drops of Jupiter, and it's just amazing.
Nice. I did want to address Dan's face when you corrected yourself on the juicy liquid thing.
Yeah. Okay. Grim, I love you, but I'm going to call it juice. Okay? It's juice in my eyes. We don't say the darker the berry, the sweeter the liquid. All right? We don't say give me a bottle of freshly squeezed orange liquid. It's juice. We can get past this. It's okay. He says it enough and screws himself up. It's juice. All right? I'm making that fine. Ruling, boom. Judge Danta says it's final.
And in the Grim household, what Danta says is final.
Yeah.
I tried to make it to where I was like, you know what? It's liquid. I'm going to say liquid because I don't like the word juice either, and I can't get past it. Every time I get to it, I'm like, juice.
We've been doing it for a while, dude.
I feel like it's a thing that's just going to be a reoccurring thing. As much as he would love to try to stop saying it, I feel like he's going to continue to say it. Like we all, like I catch myself doing it too. Like I'll say juice and I'm like, oh, I mean liquid. And it's like, really, I've been saying juice for so long now, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
Next live vlog of his, every time he says juice, we all have to take a drink.
If we're adults and we like flavors, I'm an adult and I like juice. I'm saying juice. Swaggins says, as a legal counsel, I concur. That's all the vote that I cared about right there.
Danta smash, Erica said.
Danta smash.
Oh man, that's funny.
Call it what you want.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's awesome.
Trust me. If you guys, any Spanish speakers out there, if you go look into like Spanish speaking reviewers, everything is called something different than what we're used to. Like they call coils resistances, and to me that trips me the hell up every time. So like,
that's weird.
Yeah, trust me. Like the whole vernacular changes completely.
I got a pair of resistance here.
I call it heat taint.
Wait, whoa.
That's what Swaggins says.
Oh my god.
He's got an
Awesome.
E-taint.
That's awesome. What's going
Yeah.
on? What's going on, Big Boy Coils?
Oh, dude, wasn't his
What's
birthday over the
up?
weekend?
Yeah, wasn't his birthday?
Yeah.
Was he like 85 now?
That's what.
Wow.
He knows I love
Well,
him.
we'll never get a coupon code from him again. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
It's all out of love, okay?
Way to
Vaping with the
ruin
Homies
that.
is no longer associated with PoonSauce.
I got another
That
question.
took longer than I expected.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do you what other plans do you have coming for the channel for your, like, the weekend wisdom? Do you have anything special planned or anything that you want to start putting in the works or anything like that?
I want to start doing, because one of the things I did is I started the weekend wisdom because I was trying to do something kind of like what Bogan does. You do a review and then you add advocacy in there. I noticed my reviews were getting to like 30 minutes, and I was like, man, no one really wants to watch a 30-minute review. They're probably going to skip through and go to the review part. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead, and I want to make a whole segment just for advocacy, and I can just sit there and just talk about it and just keep going on and on. And if you don't want to watch it, you don't want to watch it, but it's something that I want to have out there separate. So that way, if you want to see a review, you got a review. If you want to see a juice review, liquid review, whatever you want to see, it's over here, and here's your advocacy stuff. And that's mainly the reason why I started that. But I have a whole lot of things going on with it right now. I want to start doing more. I was actually thinking about changing the day and maybe changing the name, but I'm probably going to keep it where it is for now. But I got 2, maybe 3 really good people that I got coming on here soon. I don't want to say the names yet just because I'm going to
Keep it under wraps, bro. You got to keep people,
You want to know?
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
wanting more.
Yeah. Stay tuned. There you go. Go subscribe and go
Subscribe. Go hit that notification bell. And follow Jay. Dude, I work the shop. Like, I know you've asked me to be on the show, and I'm sorry I can't make it work. But I'm at the shop all day Saturday. But I put you on the TV every time. I just watched, I think this last Saturday, wasn't it James and Sean was on?
No, that was 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah,
2
that was,
weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Dude, that was a great show. Like, people were coming in. I was helping them, and they were like, what are you watching? And Texas Cloud Town, man. Go give them a sub and go follow. They do this every Saturday. It's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and I try to make it every Saturday. Sometimes it goes over into Sunday like it did this weekend, and I'm sorry for this weekend. It was like bad internet service over there, so I didn't really get a good one in. But these next 3 for sure, and after that I'm just gonna keep going on and on and on. But the next 3 for sure, I have some really great people, so I hope everyone does tune in for those. And there are people who are big into advocacy, and that's the one thing I want to get people who I see post on Instagram, and it might not even be like people who are big and famous or big YouTubers or anything like that. It might just be someone I see who reposts stuff or actually makes posts about advocacy related things on Instagram or Facebook or something that I want to pull onto the show, because kind of like what y'all did with Shane Oakley, he had a great thing on Friday. And that might be someone who I want to pull on there eventually, because I want to put people on there who care about vaping and who actually understand what this can turn into. It could turn into something like Australia, and we don't need to get that way, but we need people who actually care about it and who actually give a damn about something that's actually saving their life. And that's one of the things I really want to do, is start having more people like that in there.
Absolutely. And like you said, shout out to Shane Oakley, dude. It was an absolute pleasure having you on the show on Friday, bro. Definitely started up a good conversation. And that's one of the cool things I like about your show as well, too, Jay, is that you're not necessarily looking for people that are big names. That's not why you're looking to have them on. You're looking to have them on because they're in it for the right reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, dude, that in itself is, commendable, bro. Just keep doing your thing over there, man. I love the show. Of course, I'd love to come back on and chat with you whenever, man.
Oh yeah.
We definitely need to have me and Sean definitely need to come back on and hang out with you, bro, because we had a good time sitting there.
Oh yeah. At the end of that one, I should have put a to be continued.
Yeah, dude, because
It was
had
a
some
good one.
conversations, man. We really did. And like I was saying, we all had different point of views on certain things, but also agreed on a lot of things as well. And that was kind of the cool part, is like, even though we may have different outlooks on some things, we could still come together and still feel the same way about others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you and Corey were saying, it could spark different conversations. And like in that one, we were even talking about like motivational quotes, and Sean brought up one that was one of my favorites. And it's just crazy how you could talk about one thing and you can relate it to almost everything in life. And something like vaping that's been saving tons of lives in the past 10, 20 years, it's crazy how much people don't really care about it. And that's one thing that we really need to get through to the general public and to everyone else.
Absolutely. Spread some positivity.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need to do, man.
In an industry that's kind of in its lows right now, we got to keep spreading the positivity because.
Oh, yeah. That's just something I feel that we, like, at least the vaping industry for the most part, because like the vaping community itself as a whole isn't there, but like the vaping industry needs to just stop with all the childish bickering and come together and actually try to fight this, because especially since they're companies, they have a giant stakeholder in a lot of this stuff. But
if we spend as much time on, you know, things that actually mattered in the industry as we do with all the drama and shit, there, you guys would be surprised on what we can get accomplished.
Oh yeah, we've shown it. We can put energy into
absolutely.
positive stuff. Like this past year, how much positive stuff did we do? You know, how much stuff did we come together for?
Absolutely, man. But I had something I wanted to say, and it totally just slipped my mind.
Okay.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing that all day. I did want to ask you, so you're a bodybuilder or something? Because I saw through your Instagram, you got some ones where you're looking ripped.
Well, there for a while, I was
like,
training.
His arm's the size of my head. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
There for a while, I was training really, really hard, and then like towards December, I kind of fell off because we were going through vacations and we were going snowboarding like 2 times a month, and it got to where it was kind of hard to make it to the gym every day. But I still go to the gym pretty much every day. And like even some days where I get to the gym late, like when Vaping with the Ohmies on, I'm like, all right, let me put my headphones on. I'm gonna listen to this while I'm working out, or even Grim Green's live vlog. But I mean, yeah, it was one thing that I really got big into, and I still kind of am big into. And I mean, just vaping, like I said, vaping can be tied with anything. Healthier lifestyle. Like I was like 300 pounds. I'm 6'3", so I'm a pretty tall dude, and I was like 300 pounds. So I was a pretty big guy. And then I started noticing I had some different health issues that were coming around. I was like, you know what, let me start to work out. And then I was like, all right, well, let me get more into it, because like 70% of it is your actual food you eat. And I really got big into that, and it was just a whole health change in general. And that's when I pretty much got back onto vaping and everything. I was trying to change all of it around. But yeah, I got pretty big into the bodybuilding stuff. And I wanted to go on to a show and everything, but I kind of never did. I might eventually, but we'll see.
I feel, yeah, I've been wanting to do beard competitions because we do hold them here in Fort Worth, and I just never make time for that.
Hey, that'd be a cool thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
I can't grow mine out that long, but that'd be a cool
Until
thing.
you realize you get there and be like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. I like, what was that dude's name? Jack Passion or something like that? He had that beard down to his knees.
Oh, my God.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, I know.
I remember there used to be like a show about that, and like the natural beards where you don't trim it, you don't do this and that to it, and then you had the other beards. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that show, dude. I watched it religiously.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, break.
Vape break.
Vape
Everybody
break.
vape your face off right now. And
Put on
count
the
of
techno music.
1, 2, 3. Oops.
Oh, man. I'm trying to
10
think
seconds
of
of shenanigans.
other questions that we might have.
I actually have a question for y'all.
Yeah, dude, bro.
Well, this mainly goes out to, well, I mean, yeah, all y'all. What is it like to, because, I mean, y'all talk to different people than I do, but what is it like hearing people say, oh, well, you know, vaping is just as bad as cigarettes? What is your first reaction, and what do you do from there?
Oh, geez.
First thing
Dan Smash.
First thing I usually do is this.
Uh-huh.
And then I go into,
That's gonna take a while.
if you look into it and actually look at some studies, there's actual proof that shows that it is not.
I usually start off
they're gonna ask, well, what studies? And then you go into the Royal College of Physicians, kind of doing that thing. But like we were saying on your show when me and Sean were on, it's a lot of these people like us as vapors, we hear about this shit as it's coming. You know what I mean? So like usually when we have those conversations with somebody and we try to tell them about it, we're literally unloading years of information at them at once, and it's just like sensory overload, and they just literally just shut down.
Yeah.
So it's just like you have to know what your audience is and who you're talking to, what they may know, what they may not know, and kind of build your conversation off of that.
Yeah.
You can kind of give them little bullet points and where to go and research on their own, and at least to kind of get the bug in their head. If you get the bug in their head, they might take that time, sitting at home on the couch and think about it, and it might click. Maybe I should go look this up, and then they get on their computer and type in that website you gave them and read that study, or do the research themselves. It's just pretty much just getting the bug in their brain without overloading them with all this information at one time. That's kind of how I go about it.
Yeah. You don't want to give them too much information. Like you can go, like somebody could say that to you and be like, well, do you have 30 minutes to sit down so I can talk about this? No, nobody's going to sit down for 30 minutes and listen to you freaking talk about that. It's just not going to happen.
Here's what you do. All those studies you save on your phone as bookmarks.
There you go.
That way you share it to them through technology, because we have that at our disposal.
Ooh, technology. That's
a wonderful thing. So then, like, if I'm out at the bars or whatever, and I send them all this information and they pop one open, and I can kind of cliff note it for them. And then later, I don't know about you, but I do my finest reading on the commode.
Yeah, dude.
I tell them when you're sitting there, instead of playing your, trying to hit,
dude,
50,000 on what's the hot game kids are playing? Candy Crush, or is that over with?
Kids solitaire and under, bro. That's what I'm doing.
These damn kids. I'm like, read one of these articles. I'll give you the cliff notes, and then you can kind of go through and search for yourself. If you have any questions, get at me. I have no problem answering anything. That way you don't have to spend 30 minutes. Short, sweet, boom, boom. You've given them the information. Now they can do with it what they want. And most of the time I get people finally get back to me and I let them know what's going on. Or they're like, man, this is crazy. I did not know that a lot of this shit existed.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I will say, as a do not unload to somebody asking about vaping while you're really sloshed. It's like the worst thing you could do, because you start yelling.
Here's the great thing about me, clown. I don't drink a lot.
I know you don't. But that's for the drinkers out there. I'm not talking to you.
I would be screwed.
Yeah, you would, Corey.
Let me tell you about this. Okay, that's enough of that.
Got anything else you want to ask us, Jay?
No, not really. I'm pretty good on my questions.
I think he talks to us enough to where he probably knows all of this.
True.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of a question that doesn't come up in Discord.
Which is a good reminder, guys. If you want to come and hang out with us outside of these live streams, come join the Vape Stew Crew Facebook page. Join the Ohmies Facebook page as well, because that's where we're going to be doing all of our giveaways. So if you guys want to, grab a hold of some IVC juice or just interact with us on a daily basis, join those groups. And of course, answer the questions. If you do not answer the questions, you will not get accepted. Just point blank, period. That's the only way we can filter out all the fake spam accounts and all that stuff.
What did we just have?
And of course,
I'll say right in here, Michael Noel, if you are here. Oh, you answered the questions now. Thank you. I was going to yell at you.
Okay, scratch everything Dan was
going to let you in.
Michael Noel. He's already in our group.
If you want to come and hang out with us in the Vape Stew Discord, you have to join the Facebook group first. And in the announcements of the Facebook group, where you can find that Discord link, where you can come hang out with us, hang out in voice chats. You can chat with Stan, Swaggins, all of us Ohmies are on a daily basis. You can come hang out with Jay as well. Great place to, get some information, ask questions, because no matter what question you have, guaranteed there's someone in the Discord that'll at least be able to steer you in the right direction, if not have the answer for you.
Yeah.
Place for
Or
that.
if you don't have a life and like to hang out like all day like we do, it's a perfect place.
Absolutely.
I will
Keeps you out of
say, if you
trouble.
don't know what the Stooge crew is, where the hell have you been for the last year?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's a thing. You know, we're taking the vape scene by storm. The Stooge crew is here, and we're
Dude,
big,
we,
guys.
we were roaming through NVE. There was just like a massive
Dude,
cloud walking
I would
together.
say like a big majority of what everybody I ran into was a Stooge.
Yeah.
And
Let's
if
just
not
say
like part of the Stooge, like the immediate, Discord family, they are a Stooge, that watches and hangs out in the chats and all that stuff. And it was awesome just getting to
Right.
see all the people at one time.
let's just say if we were to play a game of Red Rover, if anyone remembers that from back in the day, you would not beat the Stooges that were there. We were rolling like 30 plus deep. You're not breaking all those arms, I'm telling you.
Dan is just really showing us how old he actually is.
That is
Had
true.
Red Rover.
That was a fun game. I was good at it. I'm a big guy, but I'm quick. So for short bursts.
Short burst.
This big dude's got speed.
That's right.
Oh, and also, this is one thing I wanted to mention. We on my Friday show, we got the first, official talk of That's What She Said, the new all-female vape live stream on Thursdays on Ruby Rouge channel.
See that
Make sure
sticker?
you guys go over there and check it out. It's going to be
Doesn't
a
it
great
start
show.
this
You're
week?
gonna have this week, this Thursday.
This
You're going to have
Thursday.
Miss Michelle Lynn, Dull Mods. You're going to have Ruby Roo. You're going to have Jess Marie, Danielle Jones. Who else?
Angela Garrity.
Garrity. Like that's a pretty stacked up panel there, guys. If I do say so myself. And of course, they are planning on doing like all kinds of cool stuff. They have like some games and stuff planned. It's not going to be like your run of the mill everyday live stream. It's going to be something a little bit different. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out on Thursday. Michelle, if you could let us know what time in the chat, that would be awesome. I think it's 10.
I think it's 10 p.m. Eastern.
10 Eastern. So that's 7 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Central.
9 p.m. Central.
9.
Yeah.
If it's
I
10
don't know.
Eastern,
Yeah, if it's 10
9
here,
p.m.
it'll be 9 for Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 7 Pacific. So make sure you guys tune in and check that out.
Thanks,
This is
Michelle.
10 p.m. Eastern.
channel. That's what she said. Boom. Roasted.
Right there.
Go
See
check
that
'em out.
sticker?
Go
Right
ahead.
there.
Thank you, Frank, for the link.
Oh,
All right. Let's get this the closing arguments here done.
The closing.
Juice of the week.
We arguing about juice? Awesome. Let's go.
My juice is better than yours.
Rabble.
I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go with Witch's Brew, Gathering Vapor Lounge, Blue Goblin. It's their blue raspberry. McGurd.
Ermagerd.
All right. I'm gonna pass it off to you, Mr. Franklin.
Mine is another. What a coincidence! Witch's Brew Naul
Oh,
is like
dude.
a orange, citrus, tangerine, something or another. I'm not exactly sure what all citruses are in this, but it is delicious. So go check out some Witch's Brews, guys, because
that
they got
pairs
banging.
pairs well with an ale or an IPA. Just saying.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I need to go pick me up some Witch's Brew.
Dude, you got to pick up some Nightshade while you're there too.
Mhm.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah, I was telling my buddy that's all he drinks is Mountain Dew, and I was like, dude, you need to try this, and there's some other flavors I got for you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I'm gonna pass it to Dan.
As I'm vaping, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I'm liking it. I'm liking this Superb by Jabo. The strawberry peach is very good, and you can tell there's not a lot of sweetener in it.
It's
Check that out at wherever Jabo sells that stuff at.
Mhm.
I'll pat Jay. What you got?
I'm gonna say Sad Boy.
He just pulls the whole line, not one.
I don't even know which one I got. This is only like half of the ones I got today, but
And to anyone that doesn't know, Sad Boy has switched their labels.
Yes.
They're just sitting on a lot of stock of their old labels,
This is their new labels, guys.
which
Yeah.
is very compliant. I like it now compared to the broken down like
Absolutely.
lemon face thing looking that they
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even the guy from Sad Boy was like, "We're getting that the fuck out."
yeah.
Like so dead serious. Like he was not
Right.
playing, and you knew it.
And one
just
of them
said
I've really been like enjoying the most from it is the Shamrock cookie. But I'm not too sure if it beats out the Mint Me. I'm not sure. I might have to do a review on both of them to put them together. But
I hear you.
Man, they're neck and neck.
Oh, I do need to send Sean Typhon a huge thank you because over the weekend he said Mint Me over Shamrock Shake. There, I said it. I was like,
Yep.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, thanks.
I'm gonna pass it off to Corey, Mr. PoonSauce.
Let's see. It's going to be a transistor juice, of course, because that's always what it is. I'm going to go with Karango. It's just, oh my God. Can't never get enough. Yeah, just orgasm in your mouth. That's all it is.
Awesome.
It's just, I can't get enough.
I don't know what that was, but all right.
It was apparently.
Yeah, that's how good it is.
It's pretty.
It's so good it makes you go, oh. Yeah, that's all I have. That's it.
Him being a power bottom, he knows.
No, you have no idea.
All right. So here it is, the actual favorite part of the show.
Okay, I see how it is. Okay,
Dad joke.
Remember that asshole.
Hey, you didn't take the credit earlier, so you know I'm gonna pass it.
I
on.
was just.
I see how it is.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
I was muted.
You were
All right.
muted.
My God.
So my uncle named his dogs Timex and Rolex. He calls them his watchdogs.
All right.
Okay, everybody. I'm
That
out.
was actually kind of.
Corey didn't want to laugh.
I like that one. He calls them.
He calls them his watchdogs.
Hashtag watchdogs.
Oh, Jesus Christ! All right.
Hashtag, I need to go drink bleach now.
Okay.
Hey, you love it and you know it.
All right, Jay. Any last thing you want to promote, buddy? Have at it.
Just go check out my Instagram, Texas Cloud Town, and go check out my YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe there. I got some good stuff coming for some reviews. I've really been slacking on reviews here lately. I've really been just focusing more towards advocacy stuff, and I've been getting real big into it. So I'm going to start putting out more reviews. I actually recorded like 3 today, so I just got to edit them and put them up. But I'm going to start doing like around 1 to 2 each week like I used to, and then tune in for the Weekend Wisdom vape vlog because it got some good people on there. And you never know, you might see the green room. You might see some of the Ohmies on there too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've been on there. I'll come back on.
I have to.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
All right.
And of course,
Shout out to our sponsor, Independent Vapor Company.
absolutely.
Go check them out.
Damn right.
Ohmies 20% your whole order of e-liquid.
Get
I
you
don't
some
know.
Parade Maker.
Yeah, Parade Maker. Yeah, it's
Buy-
summertime. We got Bell Islander, Blackberry Lemonade. You got
Or you got Dan's
Rainbow
favorite,
Sherbet.
Henderson Castle.
Henderson Castle.
That's Dan's favorite. He can't live without it.
Wow.
That's like his all day.
Henderson Castle, Blueberry Lemon Sorbet.
Or Halloween mask.
Very friendly labeling as well. Go over there and get yourself stocked up.
Gets you in the Halloween season every time of the year.
That's right.
I was gonna say real quick. I don't know if everybody saw this in the chat, but Shane did give us a code Ohmies15. So if you guys want to get some big boy coils, even though Poon almost like screwed us on that one, he was
To
still
everyone
hey.
but Corey.
Do not blame me for this. No, I am not being the one
All right.
taking blame for that. It's not happening.
All right, so James, what you got going on this week, buddy?
Of course, I put up a renew review today for the Keen mod. So if you guys haven't checked that out, make your way over there. Check that out. I've got a review for the Serpent Elevate that's going to be coming out on Wednesday for you guys. And of course, you know, the Friday Green Room stream with my man, Sean Typhon, aka the Angry Hippie. Not 100% sure who we're going to have on this week. It may just be us two. We may have a guest. Who knows? We'll let you guys know on that Friday cloud check. And other than that, guys, you can check out the Teespring store if you want to grab up, you know, some Frame Janklin Vapor merch. I even got a Frame Janklin Vapor Ohmies t-shirt on there. My logo on the front, Ohmies on the back. If you guys want to grab one of those up. And yeah, that's about it for me, man.
All right, Mr. Dan, you want to promote anything real quick?
I don't have a channel or anything. But I will take
Instagram
Road to
Dan.
10K.
Road to 10K.
Instagram. My Instagram's going strong, man. I need more followers. I post some good stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
guys.
check my story. check my posts. There's some reposts, but every now and then I drop an original.
Dude, Dan is the king of reposts, man. Like, if I post something, the dude is helping me promote right away.
He posts shit like the repost almost like right after the post goes up. Sometimes it's like, dude, how are you that fast?
Yeah,
because I neglect my family like any normal person would.
He's like, when we're sitting at the dinner table, supposed to be eating, I'm sitting there on my phone.
Can you put your phone down? No, James put up a review. I have to repost it.
You gotta let the people
Same
know.
with Clown. Yeah.
One of these days, I'm gonna like be starting to post, and it's already gonna be up from Dan. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
what the
It's
fuck?
really simple. What you do is you turn notifications on of your friends that you want to see. That way you can repost it even quicker. Thank you.
Shout out to
My-
Shane Brookley because he was
My IG game is strong, and it will continue to get better with each follower. So please go give me a follow. Also, go check out That's What She Said, Ruby Roost channel on Thursday. I cannot wait.
I'm excited.
I know some things that others don't that I'm so excited for, and I'm so glad that these ladies are bringing a live show game. It's going to be epic.
Oh yeah.
That's what I got. Thank you for having me.
And PoonSauce nobody cares about. And
Yeah, that's pretty
promote
much
away,
it.
buddy. Promote away.
I got the What's in the News stream coming out on Wednesday. Make sure to check that out. It's just me talking about some stuff, giving my opinion on some stuff, you know, the usual. And then Saturday, I got a new kind of little show I want to do. So stay in tune for that. It's going to be pretty cool. Might have a guest on. You never know. So keep that. Yeah, keep that on your heads then. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Instagram, Transistor Rejuice, Independent Vapor Company. Show them all some love.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got the I'm started the new Let's Talk DIY, which if you are a DIYer, DM me. I want to talk to you because I do want to have some guests and talk about like all sorts of DIY. And I'm talking coils, boxes, and juice, everything all encompassing. Do it yourself. Then I have the live vlogs on Wednesdays at 3, and I know they're weird times, and I apologize, but it just works out for me. Yeah. Other than that, you know, always the same old, same old.
We got one last question before we end this. Chris Schneider says, FYI, what's your thoughts on Dan's favorite band, Hole?
That's Chris's favorite band.
Did I miss something here?
Corey, that's the story of your life.
Yeah.
Like when you pass away, which will be a dreadful day, it'll be Here Lies Corey Voss.
No,
And
it's gonna be his.
Did I
ghost.
miss something here?
No, it's gonna be
on the
his
bottom.
ghost. 5 minutes later, did I die?
No, on his tombstone, it's going to say, Here lies Corey, PoonSauce Oblivious. Make oblivious.
I love how we're all talking about my death. What the hell is this crap here?
Corey Voss. Did I miss something here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Maybe he needs to make a new show called that. Did I miss something?
Captain Oblivious.
We need to start recording everything he ever says just to like slap it all together in a compilation video.
Dude.
No, nobody wants it. Nobody
I literally just want to record our Zoom meetings sometimes, like hanging out in Discord, just so I can play them back and be like, Corey. Now you see what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's enough.
enough with the ripping on me. Why don't we end the show? How about that?
He's got his own YouTube channel now.
Wanted me to die and shit.
No one said wanted you to die.
When? That's eventual.
I said it'd be a sad day. Again, Captain Oblivious, you missed that part.
Hashtag did we get water?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. More shit right here.
All right, as always, guys.
Love you, PoonSauce.
Mix on Vape Pod.
Oh shit. Okay. Fucking. We get water.
Hashtag